Hello everyone, this is Dr. Anjana Dureja. We have already discussed job evaluation and different methods. We have already discussed job classification method, ranking method, and point method. Today we are discussing factor comparison method. Factor comparison method, as a name suggests factor comparison, we are comparing compensable factor here in this method. As a name suggests factor comparison method, we are comparing ranking method, point method, and we are collaborating these all steps in the same method, which is factor comparison. Factor comparison, here we have to identify different compensable factors. We have identified main 5 compensable factors like mental requirement, skill requirement, physical requirement, responsibilities, and working condition. And these are the steps by which we can evaluate job through factor comparison method. First, we have to obtain job related information. We can obtain job related information through job analysis, and then we have to select key benchmark jobs. Key benchmark jobs are the standardized jobs which we have to select, and by which we can do salary survey. Other related jobs salary survey, we can do it by ourselves. Third step is we have to rank each and every job by factor. This is ranking wherein 1 is higher and 4 is lower. So that's how ranking. Rank 1 is higher, so compensation of rank 1 will be more. Compensation of rank 4 or subsequent ranking will be less. So we have to rank job by factor. And on the basis of ranking, we have to distribute wage rate. When we are distributing wage rate, it would be on the per day basis. After distributing wage rate, we have to rank key jobs according to wage rate assigned to each and every factor. That means we have to multiply ranking with the wage rate which we have assigned. And on the basis of that, ultimately we have to compare that. When we are comparing, we come to know that whose ranks are higher, their compensation is more. Whose ranks are lower, in order their compensation is less. So that's how we can actually comparing factor comparison method on the basis of ranking, on the basis of wage rate which we have assigned to each and every compensable factors. That's how this method completes. Let's understand with the help of figure. Here these are 5 compensable factors: mental requirement, skill requirement, physical requirement, responsibility, and working condition. These are the key position like welder, crane operator, punch press operators, and others. We have assigned ranking to each and every factor, and on the basis of ranking we have assigned the compensation. Here 1 is the compensation, that could be $1, which we have assigned based on the ranking. So that's how this table completes, and this table explain you the concept of factor comparison on the basis of compensable factor along with different positions. And in this factor comparison method, now in this table, through this table, we can able to understand which are the position wherein responsibility will be at higher position, will be at higher weightage, working condition will be at higher weightage, and that's how compensation will be more. So this figure is actually providing you the detail of how much we are compensating to which position based on different factors, different compensable factors. Third step is we have to group similar jobs into similar pay grades. Pay grade of a similar job we can put together. Then in next step, we have to price each pay grade based on the points which we have received. Let's understand the same through this figure. Now, at the lower part, there are the points. And on the basis of points, you are assigning the wage rate or the compensation range. And that's how you are creating a straight line. Here, there are certain diversions. Like here in this figure, there are there are arrows, which is donating that in some cases we are paying less, in some cases we are paying more. The fifth step is we have to do fine tuning of paying less and paying more. So we have to do fine tuning wherein we have to analyze or estimate we should not underpay or we should not overpay, and it should be the paying which should be in a correct line, in a tuning line. That's how the actual figure should look like, wherein grades based on the points, and on the basis of point received we have to pay compensation. So it should be in a straight line, it should be in a similar wage curve, and that's how we can do with the help of fine tuning. After fine tuning, we have another concept which is called as broad banding. What we are doing in broad banding, as the name suggests, we are consolidating different pay rates into broad bands. This is called broad bandings. Here it looks how it looks like. We have consolidated 3 bands into a broad band, which is band A. Initially, there were 3 small bands or 3 small pay ranges which we have collaborated or consolidated into one main band, which is band A. Similarly, we have consolidated 3 different small ranges into big band, which is band B. And that's how we are doing consolidation. Next is comparable worth. It is generally in our mind that women are getting less paid and men are getting more paid. This is not like that in every case. It is basically a comparable worth. In so many cases, we may found out that men are generally working more. They have extended working hours. So in collaboration with all these things, in consolidation with all these things, their variable pay somehow is more as compared to women. Naturally, women has certain kind of time restriction, certain kind of different restriction as compared to male, like physical allocation. We cannot allocate every place to women. We are generally allocating every place to men, but as far as physical allocation of job is concerned, we are not always allocating physical reallocation to women. So in some cases, women are having certain physical restriction, like we cannot send women to remote places. So generally, with this physical restriction, their salary is what they are getting. But variable pay, since men are relatively, we are sending them relatively, a frequency of sending them to remote places is generally higher in the case of men. So what we are doing is sometimes we are sending them to remote places. Sometimes they are indulging into extra hours. So that's why their incentive and their overall pay will be more. So our perception is women are getting less paid. No, it is not like that. Their compensation is same, but incentive and other variable pay which men are getting more because they have certain reallocation cost or certain transportation cost or certain variable pay is concerned. That's how their overall salary component is sometime higher, and that's how the comparable worth concept we are explaining here. Ki it is not actually like that ki women are getting less paid. No, this is because variable pay of some time men are more because of the certain challenging position or certain challenging assignment which they are opting, but women are generally not opting certain assignment. That's how their overall pay is more as compared to women. Next is job family structure. This is a concept wherein we are talking about family, and family is again job family. Similar payrolls, similar classes can put together in a similar job family structure, wherein functions that are related through the activities carried out and the basic knowledge and skill required for performing that activity is somehow similar. That's how we can put together such jobs or such positions into job family structure. Career family structure. When we are talking about career family structure, there are different assignments, there are different levels, different positions, and that's how your grades or classification may be different. Career family structure is generally having different composition of classes or grades. Dissimilar families and dissimilar jobs can put together in similar levels sometimes. That is called career family structure. Say for example, I have started my job as an assistant HR. After that, I can be HR manager. After that, I can be HR executive. So that's how my career graph is growing, and that's how my grade and pay structure will be changing based on the position. So career family structure is talking about the same position, but you are gradually you are progressing, and the way you are progressing, that defines your career family structure. Next is pay spine. Pay spine is nothing but your increment level. Your increment level, how much you are getting after every year, that defines your pay spine because their range is limited. And after every year, you are getting, you will be shifting to another spine level, and that is pay spine. Next is spot rate. Spot rate is basically a rate which I want to explain you here. In this PPT, we can able to identify spot rate. Spot rate is here, is donated by arrow, wherein you are underpaying or overpaying someone. Spot rate is basically the kind of pay wherein you are underpaying or overpaying someone. That means it is not fitting into grade or band range. That is spot pay. So what you can do in spot pay, you can eliminate that spot by doing fine tuning. Next is competencies based pay. It is not always essential that whatever or whom you are paying is always based on job analysis. Sometimes they are possessing experiences, sometimes they are possessing expert skills. On the basis of their expert skills, unique knowledge, sometimes you are paying them more. That's how you are paying on the basis of competency. That is called competency based pay. Thank you.